Hello and greetings from Costa Rica in Latin America. My name is GIllian Esquivel and I am here to talk to you a little bit about today. I know some of you are making some very important career choices and I want to talk to you about why I think learning Spanish, continuing your studies and learning Spanish is a very good choice to make. For me personally, thanks to my Spanish skills, it has allowed me to travel the world and to be in the position that I am currently. So I'm originally from Northern Ireland, from a little town in the Irish Peninsula, Kirkcudbright in County Down. But I've had the wonderful fortune of studying French and Spanish right up until university, when I went on to study the Applied Languages honours degree in Korean. And thanks to that, I had the wonderful opportunity to go and live and work in many different countries, not only just in Europe, but also in Central and South America, which brings me to where I am today. I think for me, personally speaking, I wouldn't be in the position I am in if it wasn't for my Spanish skills. Particularly my Spanish skills, because I currently live in Latin America, but I have the fortune of being able to travel back and forth to and from Europe to where my clients are. I remember at 12 and 13, making decisions about whether to choose French or Spanish or sciences, and it was quite overwhelming, really. But I always had this love of wanting to travel and wanting to go to different places. And thankfully I continued my studies in Spanish and French and also Latin. What has Spanish given me? It's interesting, even just growing up with that ability to be able to, I suppose, speak a different languages. There's a lot of research out there, and you can ask Google in a very quick time spot. It will tell you that there's so many millions of people, I think it's nearly 400 million people speak Spanish, that it's actually quite good for your brain. It makes people more creative. There's evidence to substantiate that. But speaking Spanish personally for me has opened my mind to many different cultures, to many different places, and also just even to myself, and understanding my own culture and appreciating my own culture an awful lot more, and also as well my own language. Ironically, learning Spanish for me and French allowed me to improve my English, and you're probably wondering why, but even just having the format of learning different grammatically type, I suppose, structures in different languages forces you to understand an awful lot more about your own language. So that has certainly helped my language and the ability in my reading and writing of English, as well as obviously in other languages. When I went to a University of Ulster in Korea to study languages, applied languages, it was a joint honours degree in French and Spanish. And it was a very practical course, and it was great because we got the opportunity to study in France and Spain in an Erasmus year, which was fantastic. It wasn't just going about learning and studying the different languages, but it was also as well understanding the cultures, different ways of thinking, different ways of looking at things, different ways of dancing, different foods, different houses, just a whole different ways of life, which was wonderful. And also some things that were very much in common as well, which was lovely, with where we were from in Northern Ireland. So it did certainly open your mind, and I do highly recommend it. Right now I live in San Jose, Costa Rica. I have two companies, one company based here and one company in Northern Ireland. My Northern Irish company services my clients in Europe, and my Costa Rican company here services my clients in the Americas, the North and South, and obviously where I am, Central America. I run a consultancy business, so we do management training and also as well general process improvement consultancy as well. And it's wonderful, and if it wasn't for my Spanish, I would not be able to have the global reach that I have today. What I've come to realise, particularly over the last 10 years in having worked in different global organisations, to get higher, the higher up the ladder you go, the more language ability you have, the more far-reaching capability you have in being able to interact with other cultures and other areas within the business. a lot of companies now have this global reach. While the world may seem like a big place, it's actually quite small, and you may be learning about globalization and so on. Who would have thought that a small company in Northern Ireland would have been asked to do some business in South America? And thanks to my Spanish skills and capability of languages, it has allowed me to have a much more far-reaching competition over other organisations that are bigger in size, and even if they're similar size, because I have that ability to relate to their culture, that ability to speak in their language, and also to bring about a whole different viewpoint from many different cultures and countries that I've travelled with, which adds extra value to my customers. I certainly recommend you look at bringing on a language as an option for your career going forward, particularly in today's world. I feel personally that having been there and working in today's environment, you're at a much stronger advantage for yourself, not only from job prospects, but even from a personal perspective, from your own character's growth perspective. It opens your mind to so many possibilities, different ways of looking at things, thinking about things, hence making you more creative, and also challenges you in your own personal beliefs and the way you think and look at things. Sometimes it's not always that narrow, so it is a wonderful opportunity. I have 3 small boys who are aged 9, 6 and 2, and I'm married to a Costa Rican, and even since living here, I've noticed a significant enhancement in their thinking skills because they now are bilingual in both languages, and just being able to adapt to different cultures, relate to so many different people, and be able to adapt to so many different social situations. It's on paramount the progress and the significant growth in them at such a young age. So no matter what age you are, no matter what your choices are, really do consider looking at bringing on a language for your own growth, personal and professional. Good luck with your choice, and hope to maybe someday our paths will cross. Take care. Adios from Costa Rica.